The diagram shows a regular pentagon and a parallelogram. Work out the size of the angle marked X. You must show all your working. So the first thing we'll want to work out is what one of these interior angles will be in this pentagon. Now we are told that this is a regular pentagon, and what this means is the length of all the sides are the same and all of the interior angles will be the same. So the first thing we can do is work out the sum of all of the interior angles in this pentagon. Now the general formula for the sum of interior angles is that the sum of the interior angles is equal to the number of sides minus 2 multiplied by 180. So if we use this formula to work out the sum of the interior angles in this pentagon, a pentagon is a 5-sided shape, so therefore the sum of the interior angles is equal to 5 minus 2 multiplied by 180. Now 5 minus 2 is 3, and then 3 multiplied by 180 gives us 540 degrees. Now in order to work out what one of these angles will be, we'll need to divide 540 by 5, as we have worked out the sum of the interior angles. And 540 divided by 5 gives us 108 degrees. So all of these interior angles are 108 degrees. The next thing we can do, in order to work out the size of angle X, is work out the size of this angle here in the parallelogram. Now a rule we'll need to know is that in parallelograms, opposite angles are equal. And because this is a quadrilateral, the sum of the interior angles will equal 360 degrees. So if opposite angles are equal, then this means that this vertice here is also 117 degrees. Now if we label this angle angle Y, then this means that this opposite angle here will be the same size as angle Y. And if the sum of all of these angles is 360 degrees, then we can write that 117 add 117 add 2y is equal to 360 degrees. And we can use this to work out the size of angle Y. So 117 add 117 gives us 234. And now what we'll need to do is rearrange this equation to make Y the subject. So the first thing we can do is minus 234 from both sides of this equation. So 234 add 2y minus 234 will give us 2y, and then 360 minus 234 gives us 126. And now the final thing we need to do to make y the subject is divide both sides of this equation by 2. Now 2y divided by 2 will give us y, and 126 divided by 2 gives us 63 degrees. So therefore the size of angle y is 63 degrees. Now we worked out that all of these interior angles are 108 degrees, and x and y make up one of the interior angles of this pentagon. So therefore, x plus y equals 108 degrees. Now we've just worked out that y is 63 degrees, so therefore x plus 63 is equal to 108 degrees. And now the final thing we need to do to work out the size of angle x is rearrange this equation to make x a subject. And to do this, we can minus 63 from both sides of this equation. So x plus 63 minus 63 will give us x. And finally, 108 minus 63 gives us 45 degrees. And this is our final answer. Now this question's worth 4 marks. We'll get our first mark for using a process to work out the size of an interior angle in the pentagon. We'll get our second mark for working out the size of angle Y. We'll get our third mark for a complete process to work out the size of angle X. And our fourth mark for the correct answer of 45 degrees.